The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a short pickup to about the 25. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Lance.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Fight, 97.
You got nothing. 36, 36. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Move the ball.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
It'll be called just a 12.
22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
49.
From just shy of midfield, Lance.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And Lance now to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
44 yards.
and the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Black shot.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He'll buy some time right.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
And that is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Throwing now is Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. DeAndre Carter back deep. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, nice move. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 57 yards.
And the Chargers are back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the locker.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
He'll take it inside the 25.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A final shot before half for Lance.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Herbert off of play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive in the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Back now here in Santa Clara. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lance looking to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake. Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And forget that 100 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Lance on the keeper. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the 49ers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Niners 42, Chargers 28.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. 30. 10. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 68 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try the option on 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here comes Carter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, all your shit